I only moved back to Pakistan to pursue acting. I still get nervous. I still feel awkward. You have to overcome that. And that's where like all the magic is. But I will start doing the manifestation thing. Like I'm just going to tell myself like I will win an Academy Award. I will.
So is that your like biggest dream, like to win an Academy Award?
That is my dream.
There's so many amazing Pakistani women that are, you know, doing such amazing things right now. Tell me, are you dating anyone right now?
I had a really bad breakup and didn't know how to get over it. A lot of people would comment on my content when I was in Miss Universe, like, why did we pick her? She's dark skinned, why is she so dark? Why is her hair so curly? I just don't read my comments anymore.
I loved your vlogs, by the way. I wanted to tell you that those vlogs, it really took you on the journey.
Pakistanis are so friendly, hospitable, welcoming.
Welcome back to my show, Hello Zehra, जिसकी होस्ट मैं हूँ उल्टी पुल्टी उर्दू स्पीकिंग Zehra. और आज जो मेरे साथ बैठी हुई है, she is truly extraordinary. She is a trailblazer from Islamabad, but also America, and she is refined grace and resilience. With the background in business and biology, she's not just a successful model and actor, but she is a symbol of empowerment. To Pakistan's second Miss Universe, the stunning and dynamic Noor Xamina.
Oh, thank you for the intro.
Of course. I'm so excited to have you here, and I've done an interview with you before in Trust, but this is going to be a little different.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be on the show.
I'm so happy to have you on the show, and thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, let's chat away.
Gap
time.
Okay, so when I met you at the Trust, shoot that we did.
Yeah.
That was like you were just coming out of Miss Universe and you were like, I just got back and I'm like a zombie, So tell me, post Miss Universe, like how do you feel? Does it feel like something is missing in your life? Because for me, sometimes when I do a big project, then it's over and I'm like, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
For sure, actually. It's such a good question. And I didn't expect that because majority of last year, I was building up to this huge event. All I could think about was like my performance. What am I going to do? Like I'm going to be on stage. I didn't even think about the aftermath. And it was a glorious experience. Like I loved that. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. But as soon as it was over, I did feel a little like lost. It was kind of like an anticlimax where there's like this empty space in my life. And I had been so busy, like in so many different directions. My energy was just maxed out that when it was over, it did feel a bit strange. But I do think it was like so necessary to rest and recover because it was really, really taxing.
Yeah.
And I got the rest I needed. I was hanging out in New York with my sister for a while.
Nice.
I took my sweet time before coming back to work in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So I feel like I did take the time to just like recover.
Yeah.
But no, now I'm back in Pakistan. I'm super charged. I'm really excited to now like use that year of work and translate it into hopefully acting opportunities.
Yes. Is that what you are feeling, like acting is the vibe?
100%. I mean, I only moved back to Pakistan to pursue acting. And because I had modeled in London, I had a portfolio. So I got a lot of modeling work when I moved here. And that's how I got Miss Universe Pakistan. So I haven't had a chance to actually, audition and work towards acting because I just kind of got sucked into pageantry and it's all consuming.
Yeah.
So now that it's over, I can finally focus on what I moved here to do.
Wow, that's exciting. So did you, so you were living in New York for how long?
No, I was visiting New York. I used to live in London for like 9 years.
Okay, you lived in London. That's
Yeah,
cool. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Okay, so you lived in London for 9 years. So when you come back and you want to do acting, so even I wanted to do it too, by the way.
Oh, cool.
But I have like an Urdu, accent. Like, it's not.
मेरा भी accent हो रहा है.
Yeah, so I was,
आहिस्ता कम होता जा रहा है.
हाँ, so I was gonna ask you that आप कैसे करेंगी?
यार मैंने तो classes लिए हैं. I have a tutor.
Okay, good.
मेरे accent पे काम करते हैं, हम scripts पढ़ते हैं. पूरा मेरा एक system चल रहा है.
System चल रहा है. System चलना होता है, because आप वो कोच नहीं लेंगी, आप वो प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेंगी तो फिर वो कुछ नहीं होगा.
लेकिन जो इम्प्रूवमेंट बोलने से आती है वो किसी और चीज़ से नहीं आएगी.
नहीं.
You know, like I'll do a class, I'll like practice pronouncing one or two words like 100 times, but it's actually like working as a model that's really improved the Urdu.
Really?
क्योंकि shoots पे हर एक उर्दू में ही बात करते हैं ना,
हाँ,
तो
उर्दू में ही बात.
तो बोलना ही पड़ता है.
हाँ.
तो उसी से मतलब प्रैक्टिस कर करके I hope कि थोड़ा
साफ हो जाता है.
साफ हो जा रहा है. हाँ, होता जा रहा है.
होता जा रहा है. नहीं, because honestly it is good. Like आपका उर्दू इतना तो like अंग्रेज नहीं है.
I hope not.
Yeah.
No, I hope not. We'll see. But yeah, I'm working on that.
I love it. Okay, so you know Kim Kardashian.
I've heard of her.
तो वो वो कह रही थी one time she was giving a Harvard University पे कुछ speech, कुछ class वो दे रही थी.
ठीक है.
तो वो बोल रही थी interview में that sometimes often I feel imposter syndrome. And I always think it's a good thing because that means I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So and that
true.
मैं कुछ अलग करने जा रही हूँ. मैं कुछ जहाँ I'm not that confident. I'm not that So, did you ever feel imposter syndrome in this sea of beautiful girls in like freaking...
Yeah. You mean at Miss Universe?
At Miss Universe, where there's like all these gorgeous girls from every country.
Yeah. Interestingly, I have experienced imposter syndrome, but much more so in my career as a VC investor than as a beauty pageant queen. And the reason for that is because when I was working in finance, like I studied biology. I never thought I'd work in finance. So there was a very steep learning curve there. For pageantry, it's not so much that I felt like I don't deserve to be here. It was more that I felt like I'm not a pageant girl. So I felt like I knew how hard I worked to be there. So I definitely felt like when I was on stage, I was like, I'm really proud of myself for getting to this point.
Yes.
But it was more like, I can't believe I'm doing this because this is not my background at all. But I would say that they did a really good job of creating a very positive environment amongst the girls. Like these girls were so supportive. A lot of people came from very diverse backgrounds. Someone's studying to be a pharmacologist, someone's a doctor, some like very interesting backgrounds. So I wasn't alone in having like an unorthodox pageantry experience. So I think that helped me feel like I belonged. Because I think a lot of us didn't feel like we belonged. And that shared experience made us feel like we belong, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But imposter syndrome is so, so real. And I agree with you in that it's when you feel uncomfortable, nervous, a bit scared. That to me is a marker that you're doing something interesting with your life.
Yeah.
As opposed to just excelling in your field and then staying stagnant.
Yeah.
So as long as you're feeling uncomfortable, you're pushing yourself.
Yeah.
And I had a real uncomfortable year last year. I had no idea what I was doing half the time. I was winging it.
Right?
I don't know how it turned out, but also everyone's winging it, right?
Yeah, everyone is.
Like we all start somewhere. So yeah.
We all start and we all suck when we start, honestly.
How can you
and
not?
like, I think that's the thing why we don't continue on. Like, for example, I was taking dance classes. Okay, and my first day, it was really bad. Right?
What kind of dance is this?
Just like, just normal, like,
like a
Bollywood.
Zumba type of, yeah.
So it was really bad, but I couldn't just stop there, so I had to like continue on.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that you have to face yourself and be like, I do suck. And it
and
sucks.
You have to
and I need to keep getting better and like daily improvements, and then in 1 year you don't suck anymore.
Yeah. For sure. It
thing.
Compounds over time.
It compounds
And
over
as someone who wants to work in entertainment, like I just have had to get so comfortable making an absolute fool of myself.
Yeah.
Like once you're comfortable looking like an idiot, you're great. Nothing can really scare you, And it's the fear of looking stupid or silly that prevents a lot of us from doing a lot of really cool things with our life. So I've had to like shed that. I still get nervous. I still feel awkward, but you have to overcome that. And that's where like all the magic is.
That's where all the magic is. And speaking of magic, what are your thoughts on manifestation and, that if you want something, like, have you had an experience where you just brought that into your life?
I haven't. I really want to get in on this manifestation stuff. Because girls are,
Oh
like, a
my
lot of girls
God.
do this. I think it's more of, like, a female thing
Yeah,
that I see
yeah,
on
yeah.
TikTok.
There's like a
Yeah.
culture, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, if you speak affirmations, thank you, and, you tell yourself something's possible, it'll happen. And I never planned for, Miss Universe, so I didn't do the whole affirmation manifestation thing.
Yeah.
But I strongly believe in, like, positive energy, and I feel like, as long as you believe you can do something, it's possible.
Yeah.
As long as you're fortunate enough to have, like, your mental and physical health intact, just go for it. So I feel like that's kind of what has helped me really get through the last year. Yeah, but I will start doing the manifestation thing. Like, I'm just going to tell myself, like, I will win an Academy Award. I will.
Yes.
For, like, a few decades. I'll just keep telling myself that.
Yes, exactly. So is that your, like, biggest dream, like, to win an Academy Award?
Professionally, yes. That is my dream.
Wow.
Not just to win, like, an award, but to be the first Pakistani to do it as an actor.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of recognition is rarely seen in this part of the world. So I would love to be the flag bearer for that moment.
Wow. I really feel that that's amazing. And, there's so many amazing Pakistani women that are, doing such amazing things right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's really Pakistani women taking over the world. I really feel that, and even your stylist who styled you during Miss Universe.
Zehra Sarfraz.
Yeah, she's also,
My homegirl.
mashallah, such, a strong Pakistani woman who has such big dreams to uplift society.
Yeah, she's doing great work internationally. Yeah. I mean, I'm so lucky and grateful that she agreed to style me for free. She didn't charge me anything.
Really?
No. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
No.
Yeah, but, like, we just had a shared mission to, like, really showcase the excellent design houses that exist in Pakistan on a global platform. And there's not that many chances to do that. So I took as many designers' clothes as I could, as much as my luggage allowance allowed me to. And Zara, like, crafted each look so well. It was really, really fun working with her. And it's fun to support other Pakistani women in this whole process. That's the beauty of pageantry, is, like, it really does bring a lot of really interesting, talented, artistic people together. I didn't know that would happen.
Honestly, and you said that inshallah, my dream is to win an Academy Award, which inshallah you will. And you moved from UK to Pakistan to pursue this dream.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So what made you want to come to Pakistan to do it and not, do it in UK?
I feel like I just wanted to come back to my roots a bit and tell stories here. For me, acting is storytelling, obviously. And
of course,
I think the kinds of stories you tell have immense power and potential to change people's lives. And I feel like it's in its more, like, early stages in terms of maturing the kinds of content we're creating in Pakistan and moving away from traditional dynamics of, like, families and in-laws to more mature content. And I really wanted to be a part of that movement. And also kind of, like, build my identity as a Pakistani actor before I go abroad. Because I do really want to be a bridge of information between this part of the world and the rest of the world, especially between, like, East and West.
Yes.
And I want to help represent Pakistani culture abroad. How can I do that if I haven't worked here?
That's so true.
And it was a great excuse for me to move back home and spend time with my family. I've been living abroad alone for over a decade. And I wanted to come back home for a bit. And I feel like Pakistan has this issue of, like, a brain drain. There's an exodus of talent. All of our talented youth aspires to settle abroad because quality of life is higher, like, for whatever reasons. And I think Pakistan really needs its talent to come back and build our country. Why are we exporting all of our talent? Let's import some of it. I had the privilege of studying abroad and had an excellent education because my parents were able to give me that, and I'm so grateful. But to like have all of that and give it to other countries, I feel isn't really fair to Pakistan. I wouldn't have had the opportunities I have if my dad hadn't worked in the government, like we hadn't been given that opportunity. So it feels like fair and right to come back and bring it here. Not that I trained as an actor in London, yes, but I just want to tell Pakistani stories before I go abroad.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love that, and I totally feel that, and I'm totally with that, and I'm really excited for you to start manifesting.
I'll manifest this.
Manifesting, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so in pageants and competitions like that, or any high pressure shoots like a movie shoot or any shoot, there's a lot of stimulation and a lot of constant, you're being pulled in different directions. So how do you keep your mental health in check, and how do you keep grounded? Because I think being grounded is the only way you can ascend.
Yeah, and that's so true that there is a lot of pressure in some of like the work I'm doing, and you're pulled in like so many different directions. For me, 2 pillars of stability come from running. I love running.
Running?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm an avid runner.
Oh my goodness.
So first thing I do when I wake up is I run a 5K, and I've been doing that for like since I was 18 actually. I got that from my mom.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Give me your hand.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So you wake up and you run 5K.
Yes. Highly recommend for mental health. It's just like my me time. I
gosh.
put on like my favorite music.
On the street?
Well, I live in Islamabad, so yes, I get to run outside. I wouldn't do it in Karachi probably.
Yeah.
It gets too hot here.
Yeah.
But running really grounds me every morning, and then that's how I start my day. And then at the end of the day, I like to journal and just kind of like reflect on the day. And it's kind of like your own you're your own therapist a bit.
Yeah.
And that helps me a lot, just like reflecting and writing down how I'm feeling, what happened. And it's actually the most helpful part of journaling is going back and reading your old entries.
Wow.
I'll like read entries from 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know anything. I was so naive. And you learn so much about yourself by documenting it every day.
Wow.
So I like to start and end my day with those 2 kind of pillars of stability. And also like I'm like calling my friends, my girlfriends, my sister all the time.
No.
I'm like, oh my God, this happened today. Like, give me advice about that. These women, I have like my committee of advisors at all times.
I love that. Me too. I feel like it's such a huge blessing, to have even one person in your life that you can kind of open up to.
Yeah. All you need
very
is one.
Openly, and very freely. And if that one person is not around, then things
all
are
hell
shaky.
breaks loose.
Right? I swear, all hell breaks loose. But that is amazing. So you run in the morning, and then you journal back, and you've been journaling for 4 or 5 years.
I've been journaling for like 15 years.
15 years.
I'll admit I'm not like super consistent. There are like months where I don't.
Yeah.
But the last year I journaled a lot. I needed a lot of that.
Of course.
Yeah, and I'm so glad I did, because it's actually like the random details in a day that are super special that we forget. Like we're always taking pictures and content of like the flashiest moments of our life.
Yeah.
But actually I think it's the in-between moments that are more special, where like a random thing happens and you read it 3 years later and you're like, oh my God, I would never have remembered how I felt about this tiny thing that happened. So it's really fun. Highly recommend.
That is very inspiring, dude. That's very beautiful. That's very empowering. I love that. And so you would recommend that?
Yeah, for sure.
So do you also go to therapy?
I have tried therapy once in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a really bad breakup and didn't know how to get over it.
Yeah.
And I did therapy, and it helped me so much, actually, because you do get advice from like your mom or your sister or whoever you lean on emotionally. But speaking to someone who is completely like objective about your situation and your life and your personality, it's like the conversation just hits different.
Yeah.
And I think there is a lot of stigma, especially in like South Asia still. I think we're like adapting to, changing the culture around mental health and therapy and accepting it and normalizing it. So I hope that continues.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like working out. Like I go to the gym to take care of my body. Everyone should do therapy to take care of their mind. It's just like healthy practice.
Yeah.
I don't need it now, but the journaling is doing a good job.
That's great.
But if anyone's like struggling through something a lot, I would say like definitely try therapy.
Wow, that's really, I think therapy is great because we have like 3 bodies or 4.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I had one.
Yeah, even I thought we had one, but recently I found out we have like
4.
spiritual,
Yeah.
physical, emotional, and mental.
Okay.
I think something like this.
So much to like
Yeah,
take
so I'm
care
like,
of.
what? Like, I thought they're just like, but mind, body, soul connection, like, they've been talking about it forever, so I
Yeah.
just feel like you're right. Like we need to get that help that is required
Yeah.
to excel.
And I think there's different forms of therapy. Like for some people, therapy is meditating in nature or even just spending time in nature. Basically, to me, like anything where you're like reflecting and you're just spending time with yourself in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Do what works for you. Yeah.
Do what works for you. So, tell me, are you dating anyone right now?
God, no. I don't have time for that. Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
haven't thought about that whole part of my life in a
Are
while.
you serious?
I'm just like, there was definitely a time, especially because I'm 29 now, like most throughout my 20s, I prioritized that quite a bit. And I think the last couple years, like my late 20s, is where I really just, I was hell bent on just making this career change and putting my 100% in it.
Yeah.
And while that's something I aspire to have eventually, like a wonderful relationship, it's really not my priority right now. And I honestly don't know how I would have been able to juggle that alongside Miss Universe last year. And the women who managed to do that, like, hats off to them. Because I do think like relationship requires work, effort, energy.
Yeah.
And right now I don't want to distract myself at all from my work. So no, I'm not seeing anybody.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship exclusively with myself right
Yes. I always say that. And everyone's like, are you dating? And I'm like, yeah, I am. They're who? I was like, oh, myself.
Myself, yeah.
So it's like, that's just honestly how it is. And I am the type that I would get distracted, like very easily. Like, if you're like, that's like, Cardi B just posted this video and she was yeah, I'm not dating anyone right now because like, if I message someone and they don't reply for 5 hours, then I get in a bad mood and then it affects my work and I just don't want to think about that, you know. So I'm also like that, where it would distract me, so it's better to just not step into that realm,
I think it's just it's like whatever phase of life you're in, like lean into that.
Yeah.
I learned so much about myself the last couple of years, and I think that will help me show up in a relationship in a much healthier way, where like I finally know what I want and I know what I don't want, So I think it's nice to be at that age where you're just comfortable in your own skin, and then let life happen. I'm not gonna chase it. I'll just let it figure it out on its own. Yeah,
let life happen. And so you're 29, so you were working in business before
finance.
VC? Okay.
Yeah, well, like finance and technology.
Finance and technology. And how long were you there?
Like 3 years, yeah.
Oh my
I went
God.
to London Business School, and then after I graduated, I started working in a VC fund. So we were investing in early stage tech companies, mainly like enterprise software, B2B SaaS companies, and I liked it. Like I used kind of like my biology background and focused on health tech companies, biotech companies. Super exciting. But I've always known that I need a creative career. I've always felt like a very creative person, and I've always wanted to be a performer. And honestly, when I was standing on stage in Mexico in front of like 50,000 people, because we had like a dance routine, I was like, this is it.
This is
like,
where I belong.
Energy is me. It's so me. And while I really enjoyed my previous career, and I could maybe go back to it, like I just had to try this. I didn't want to live my life like not knowing what if.
What if? Yeah, so when you were in VC, you enjoyed it, but there was like a voice that inside was like, you need to leave, you need to like go and try something new. Was it there?
It's always been there.
Okay.
But the truth is I never really gave it a shot, because I also feel like culturally in Pakistan, we're not necessarily encouraged to explore careers in the creative industries because it's not safe. And there's this pressure to have like a very safe, secure career being Pakistani, I think. Like to us, a lot of us like aspire to be successful by moving abroad, changing our passports.
And that directly means success, you know, because it shows people that, okay, if they're abroad, they must be doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. And, I am also victim to that mentality to a certain extent.
For sure, yeah.
And I don't, regret any of the choices I made. I'm so glad I invested in my education and have a career to fall back on if this doesn't work out. But I wonder, if I had started earlier, how far I would have gotten now.
Yeah.
And I hope that more young people in Pakistan feel safe enough to explore different career paths. And I do, and now that I'm in fashion as a model, I am seeing so many young people like trying new things.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
And that's how you get growth. That's how you modernize the country. You have diverse talent groups. So fingers crossed we keep going on this route.
100%. Inshallah, we will, with
Yeah.
people like you.
And people like you with your podcast, like this is what we need.
It honestly is. Like, we just need these boss women just like running things up,
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, like, sometimes I feel like I get pretty, defensive if there's some criticism.
Okay.
But I'm really taking steps to, like, heal that,
Okay.
and, like, so have you ever experienced, like, criticism, and how do you handle, like, that rejection or that criticism?
Yeah, good question. A lot of people would comment on my content when I was in Miss Universe, like, why did we pick her?
Really?
Yeah, like, oh, she's quite, like, she's dark skinned. Why is she so dark? Why is her hair so curly?
Okay.
Like, she doesn't represent us.
Oh.
And I admit, I'm probably not the most traditional Pakistani girl, but in my defense, I haven't lived my whole life here. I've lived in 9 countries. So I am a bit of like a amalgamation of all of those cultures and identities.
Of course.
And yeah, there's always people who are going to hate on you.
Yeah.
I'd say like at first it was hard. I took it personally and I was like, wow, this is there's some mean people out there in the world. But you really have to like have a boundary, learn to like, I just don't read my comments anymore. Like
that's your boundary. That's the boundary you set for yourself, that I'm like,
notifications off. And honestly, it's just like, there's like silence and peace and quiet now. And that's the thing about social media, especially, is you do need to figure out what triggers you.
Yeah.
And then find your buttons, switch the ones on and switch the ones off that help you. So I've learned to kind of like engage a little less in terms of the commentary. Not to say I don't engage with people who follow my page and stuff. Like, I do want to be like an open source of communication. But yeah, like there's certain things you learn and then you build like a thick skin, and then honestly it stops affecting you after a certain point. You just stop caring.
Yeah.
Because like everyone has an opinion and everyone is entitled to that.
Yeah.
But if you start like entertaining every single person's comment, how are you supposed to like do your job?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I guess I didn't experience it on the level that you did, because I guess there were so many more people like that you were, that were commenting, because it was, but you're right. Like, you need to set those boundaries and be like,
That's the interesting thing about representing a country on an international competition is, where do you draw the line between who you are as an individual and what the country is and what the country represents?
Yeah.
And Pakistan is a huge country with a lot of diverse people and a lot of different kinds of identities. We have different minorities in Pakistan. So it's like, how do I best be the ambassador of this country without forsaking my own value system? And that was a difficult path for me to navigate as someone who hasn't spent her whole life here. And like I said, isn't maybe the most traditional Pakistani. So I did try my best to honor what our country is about, what people here want to be represented as, but also still be me.
Yeah.
And that was something I didn't expect to be difficult, but it was a good learning experience.
I love that. And when you were actually competing for the Miss Universe Pakistan title, there were other amazing Pakistani women with you, a few that even I know personally, So when you went there, was it in your mind that, like, I got this, like, it's over for you girls, like, it's over for you guys, like, like, it's like, I'm here and I'm here to win it, and you guys should just pack up and go home? Like, was that the vibe, like, that in your head?
I definitely went there to win.
Yes.
Like, I'm a very competitive person.
Okay, you are.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't go there for fun. And I do actually think like, even at Miss Universe, there are definitely girls who are more just enjoying the experience, and then you can very easily identify who's here to really win. There's like an energy that they emit.
Yeah.
And that was definitely me for Miss Pakistan. But I wouldn't go so far as to say that I knew I had it in the bag.
Okay.
There are incredible women who I competed against.
Yeah.
And all of them deserved to be there.
Of course.
And brought something so unique to the table. I was so grateful when I won, of course, but I had tough competition. And I love that because that shows how much talent Pakistani women have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And there's so much potential for us to grow in this space. So I will do my best to like mentor and advise the next girl who goes. Yeah, I have lots to tell her. Lots. Mentally prepare this girl.
You do this, you don't do that. You
Yeah.
stay away from her. You go here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you
that's,
sleep 8 hours a day before you go.
Yeah.
Get your sleep. Yeah.
Did you not have like sleep officially?
Oh
like,
man, I hardly slept. Like we were in Mexico for a month. We had a real rough schedule. Like we were working a lot, and
like for the Miss Universe Pakistan title, you were in Mexico for a
Miss
month.
Universe. For Miss Universe Pakistan, we actually all flew to the Maldives.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
cool.
thought. Yeah.
When I found out the pageant was being hosted there, I was like, sign me up just to be able to go to the Maldives. And then Miss Universe itself, the final competition was in Mexico City.
Wow. And
Yeah.
they paid for your flights and everything like that?
No, I paid for every single thing on my own.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was a huge financial undertaking.
Okay.
And a lot of, like, most
I
countries
think
have,
that's
like,
even
sponsors.
what Erica said, that she's like, I paid for everything, and I was like, I thought it was just maybe because she was the first.
No. We didn't have
Okay.
any, like, financial
Sponsors or
backing.
anything?
I managed to get one sponsorship,
Okay, good.
but, I mean, there were so many costs associated with this, and that is something that I didn't expect. And as a newer country that's entering into this whole space, it'll take time for us to really build that support up.
Yeah. That naturally.
Yeah. So I was working full time. Oh my God, my schedule was crazy. I would go to like a shoot in the morning to Karachi, fly back to Islamabad that evening, then do training online with my wonderful trainer, Ian Lawrence, in Philippines. But like there's a time difference. I was sleeping at like 2, 3 a.m., waking up at 6 a.m. for work. It was crazy. It was the craziest time of my life.
You know, I know it would be crazy, but it's just amazing. You know, those days are also like super fun. You know,
when you're in it, you're like, this is not fun. And when you're done with it, you're like, that was
the best thing
the
ever.
best thing I ever did. Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, and I feel like it's a huge blessing. You know, when we have work. You know,
when you're busy.
When you're busy, because like there's also like a. Okay, like what do I do? Like
you said, after it ended, I'm like, what do I do now?
Yeah, like it's like, you know, you feel very like postpartum almost.
Kind of,
yeah. Like
all the mothers are gonna come after us. Like there's nothing worse than postpartum.
Oh, okay. no, you mothers have the highest place.
Respect.
Yeah. You know, I think that's the hardest job ever.
Can't imagine. Yeah.
Not
and
yet.
You know, there
Not
were
now.
women who have children at Miss Universe. I'm like, wow, how are you here doing this? And also a mom of 2, 3 kids. It's, you know, women are just incredible creatures.
Women are incredible creatures. Even in the Victoria's Secret fashion show, my friend was like, she's a mom. She's a mom.
Yeah.
She's a mom. And
I'm
I was like, what?
I know, I'm like, you're in better shape than me. I have like no kids.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. But oh my God, okay. So, what is one dream that you still want to achieve? I know the Academy Award. What's another one?
I think I have 2 dreams in my life. Yeah. One is acting and professionally. And then, this is so cliche, but my dream is to just fall madly in love with someone. Like, that is...
Oh, yes.
I mean, what else? Like, why not, you know?
Of course.
I feel like that is something I would love to experience as an experience. So yeah, it's so cliche, but it's true.
No, dude, that is honestly, I love that.
But that, like you said, are you dating? And I'm like, I don't want to do anything until it's the
one,
the epic,
the guy
thing. I want that crazy thing. Yeah,
like
I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
Nothing less than that will suffice.
Nothing less than that will suffice, because why would you waste your time?
Well, a lot of people aren't comfortable being single.
Really?
I think so. I think it's such a normal like decision to be in a relationship, because it is hard in many ways to be alone and do everything yourself. There's a lot of support that a partner provides to you.
That's
not
true.
just as a woman, as a man and a woman. So I do think when you're single is when you really like grow into yourself and become confident. And that's what I was saying about like being present and showing up as the best version of yourself when you're ready for a relationship. But yeah, I think falling in love would be great.
I think it would be great too. I feel like I'm so excited for it. Honestly, I think it's gonna be amazing. But I think so.
I'll text you when it happens. I'm like, Zehra, it's happening.
Please do that because
Yeah.
it's my favorite thing to talk about. It's my favorite thing to hear. When I see any couple in love, like I just feel so happy. You know, I like
Yeah.
those couples walking and everything. So is there any like celebrity crush, like, or like someone that you're like, that's actually my husband, like?
Oh my gosh, I haven't thought about that.
So you don't know who he is, like?
No.
You're just like, I'm waiting on him. Like
I'm waiting.
like he's gonna come.
He could be
and-
anybody. He could be from anywhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have no
wow.
idea.
You have no idea. Oh my god.
No.
That's amazing.
My requirements are like, be a good person, be funny,
Be funny.
be ambitious.
Be ambitious. I love that.
Yeah. Be well traveled, ideally.
Well traveled. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys
That's
note it down. You know?
all it takes.
And tell me, so are you religious or are you spiritual or?
I'm definitely spiritual.
Yeah, I feel
yeah,
that
yeah.
from you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
feel-
take that as a compliment.
For sure, it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I pick and choose like what practices serve me.
yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm super religious,
of course, yeah.
but I feel like my own spiritual connection, and I enjoy like certain things about it.
Yeah, I love that. That's really amazing. Okay, so should we play like a little quick game?
Yes, I love games.
Okay, I'll say a word and you respond with the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh God. Okay. I
Okay.
hope I don't say the wrong thing.
No, but we'll cut it if you don't, if you want, you know.
Okay.
So, वो पानी glass में दे दे.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep coughing.
I'm so sorry. I just didn't want the plastic
To
one.
show, yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
she's usually good with it, but she's also sick, you know.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, beauty.
Natural.
Ooh, okay. Pakistan.
Proud.
Love. Okay, strength.
Muscle.
Yes. Okay, fashion.
Women.
Yes. Okay, family.
Love.
Aww.
Oh my God, this is so predictable.
No, but it's so
I'll be more
good.
interesting, I swear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Culture.
Rich.
Yes. Dreams.
Hard work.
Yeah.
That's 2 words, but
Oh,
yeah.
that's really good. Success.
Happiness.
Happiness. I love that. Inspiration.
Women.
Wow. Dancing.
Obsession.
Oh, wow.
I love to dance.
Really? We gotta have a
Love.
dance party. I think,
Yeah.
it's super fun. Passion.
Acting.
Love it. Okay. Happiness. Oh, I think
Food.
food. Future.
Uncertain.
Ooh. Style.
New York.
Yes. Okay. Empowerment.
Wow. Communication.
Love it. Legacy.
Ooh, these are tough.
Yeah.
Legacy. Family.
That's what I was gonna say.
Really?
Literally, I was gonna say I like that. Like that would have been my answer
Yeah.
too. Journey.
Challenging.
Oh wow. Drama.
TikTok. That's where all the drama comes from.
That it really is. Coffee.
Decaf.
Okay, yeah, you don't drink your
Yeah, I
coffee.
remember on Tresemme, I was
Yeah.
like, I can't.
So you don't have tea. You don't have you have tea.
I do. I mean, I drink like matcha, which has caffeine in it.
Oh.
But I generally don't drink caffeine. It makes me really like jittery and weird.
Wow.
But I love the smell of coffee, so that's why I drink it, just for the taste.
I love it. Congrats, dude. You killed these answers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so tell me like about your schedule, like on a daily basis. Like if you didn't have like a shoot or something, like what is your Noor's
Yeah.
daily?
After I wake up, I drink lemon water religiously, like hot lemon water, and then I read a bit of news and have my decaf coffee, and then I'm running.
Then you go running.
I have to run within, like, after 30 minutes of waking up, I need to be, like, running. Otherwise, if I don't do it in the morning, it's just over.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people work out in the evening.
Yeah.
I actually have so much more respect for people who work out in the evening. Because to me,
Right.
that's, like, impossible. I have no motivation after a whole day is over to, like, go to the gym.
Yeah.
So I lemon water, coffee, run, and then oatmeal with protein powder is my go-to breakfast. And then I like to get to work by 9 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I'm up at like 6 on a good day. Yeah.
6 a.m.
Well, the thing is, like, as a model,
Wow.
your call times are so random, like 4 a.m., 7 a.m. Like, so now I'm like, I'm just going to wake up early every day so that I'm
So then I'm
always
not
in routine.
sidetracked. Yeah.
Although I'm realizing in Pakistan, like, no one wakes up that early.
No.
Especially in Karachi. Like, you guys wake up super late.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing starts until like 11 a.m.
Yeah, I read this book by Robin Sharma called 5 a.m. Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I was obsessed with like waking up early and
Yeah.
doing that thing. So I used to wake up like 5, 6
Wow.
for a while. But I couldn't do it because like by the time 7 p.m. comes, like everyone's like, okay, now let's go
Let's
out,
socialize.
let's eat. Like this is like the part of like now they're waking up, you
Yeah.
know, and I'm like, well, bro, I'm going to sleep. Like, so it just wasn't manageable.
Yeah. It's
So
hard to sync with other people.
So now
Yeah.
I'm just like 9:30. That's when I wake up.
I think in Pakistan that is a much healthier routine because
And-
like you miss out on everything if you sleep
Yeah.
that early.
And then I have set it up in such a way where my gym class is at 10, so I just have to go there, and then
That's all you
she
gotta do.
motivates me, like.
And then you're good to go.
Then I'm okay, yeah. But I do think that after talking to you that I think I need to wake up a little earlier for that clarity, that lemon water and vinegar
Yeah.
and just like, journaling and
your me time.
the me time, because even when you wake up and you're just like you have to go, it doesn't feel like so good,
Yeah.
where you're just like the day controls you and you don't control the day.
Yeah, that's very well put. I think different people have, different energy levels in the morning as well. Like, I need time to wake up. I don't know how people, like, wake up and just are working.
Yeah.
I need to, like, I'm slow in the morning. I'm really not a morning person. I've, like, forced myself to be one. My circadian rhythm is, like, I'm a night owl. So that's why I gotta wake up a bit earlier and, like, do my thing, like, open my eyes, wear my contact lenses, accept that I'm awake. I'm like, okay, it's happening now. And then I'm ready.
Wow. And so Noor, do you have like a team with you, to like, I know you have your girl advisors that, advise
committee.
you, the committee. So do you have like a team who tells you, Noor, ye pehno, aise kaho, aise ye karo? Do you have like a people being like, do this, do that?
Not at all.
Really?
No. I mean, when I started my career in Pakistan last year, I had a wonderful manager, Phoebe Haroon, and she like launched me here, and it was amazing. So
Okay.
definitely, like, she would advise me on that stuff. After I won Miss Universe Pakistan, it's really just like me figuring it out on my own. I had heard of Zara Sarfraz, for example, so I asked her, begged her, I was like, please be my stylist for Miss Universe. But on a day-to-day basis, I'm a one-woman show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've learned, it's fun. Like, I've learned about how to create content. I've learned how to put together shoots. Like, I had to arrange my own video shoots for Miss Universe.
Wow.
I got in touch with NGOs for my social advocacy around climate change. I was just like managing all of my work independently, and it's like being an entrepreneur for yourself.
Yes.
Like building your own brand. So I've learned a lot in the last year by managing everything solo.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Oh.
After Phoebe got me started and wouldn't have
you
been here
paid
without
Phoebe?
her. Huh?
You paid Phoebe?
Yeah, we had a
Oh,
contract and
okay.
a really great relationship. I need to meet her today. I'm going to text her
Oh,
after this.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm not in Karachi that often anymore. But yeah, she definitely like guided me and
helped you out.
I've had so much help. Like I say, I do everything on my own now. But I received so much support from such amazing people.
Yeah.
And I think there's such a long list. Phoebe launched me, Zara styled me, so many makeup artists trained me. You have to do your own hair and makeup at Miss Universe. So they trained me, and designers gave me clothes, and I just got such an outpour of love and support from family, friends, people in the fashion industry. And people might think like maybe their DM, I didn't read it. I've read every message. I've been really moved by how much love and support I received.
Wow.
So it takes a village.
It really does take a village.
Yeah.
You know, it really, really does take a village.
Yeah.
And it should. And it you know, like, I think that's what you realize on set or on a shoot, that it's not about you at all. Like, everyone is like doing their part to make that happen. You know, it's
you're
like,
a team.
You're a team, you know, and like, of course, at the end of the day, they see you on screen. But like, everyone was part of that. Like, you know, it couldn't have been done without everyone else, you know?
No, it's like a whole production.
Yeah. Okay, so on that note, Noor, I really, really wanted to do something fun with you today.
Okay.
So as you said, you know, you do your own content, you do your own videos, your own makeup, whatever. So we are gonna do a little challenge, okay? I have my phone with me.
Okay.
It's hidden over here. So can we, in 5 or 10 minutes, make a full cool post?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's see that if we can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm usually like a vlogger. I'll do like little mini
I
vlogs.
love the
Should
vlogs.
we do that?
Let's do the vlog.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so we can take a video.
Yeah.
And we can say something.
Yeah, so how I do a vlog is like, I'll film the location a bit, and then I'll be like, this is Zehra.
Okay.
Should we just like wing it?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just wing it.
Okay. Wait, let's do this. So, by the way, this is the way to go.
Okay, yeah. Teach me.
So, are we filming this?
Yeah.
Okay. So as my mini vlogs go, I'll do a 0.5.
Okay.
I have very long arms, so I don't need a selfie stick.
Yeah.
And then I'll focus, record. And this was me all throughout Miss Universe. I'm like,
you did it like this,
I
not
did.
like the selfie?
I did it like this. Actually, the camera on the back is way better.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what the kids are doing these days. They 0.5 and they flip the phone, and then I'll be like, hi guys, I'm on the Zehra show today. And everything is pink, so we're very happy. We love pink. And she has asked me very interesting questions today.
Yeah, girl.
I passed the test, right?
You slayed the test. You aced the test.
You heard it here.
Yes.
And we have this lovely little prop over here.
Yeah.
So Zehra, tell me about you. Let me interview you a bit.
Yeah, girl. I'm waiting for your podcast, and then I'm gonna come on that one.
So far, I bought a mic, and I just need my first guest. Maybe you'll be my first guest.
I'm ready for you. Always.
See you guys. Okay, we have a vlog.
I loved your vlogs, by the way. I wanted to tell you that those vlogs, it really took you on the journey.
Yeah, that was what I wanted.
It really, like, I felt like I was there. Like, you know,
Good.
like, it felt like, you know, like, what you need, what content should be, you know, which makes you feel like you're
there.
Yeah, like, you know, like you feel like part of that experience. You feel part of that dinner or like that, you know, so it felt really good. And
I'm so glad, because it's very glamorous, of course, but I also wanted it to feel like personal and real. I had never seen anything like that from Miss Universe. I'm like, this is what really happens. Yeah.
It was, you know, it was amazing. Okay, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Time travel.
Oh.
I just really want to go back in time and see like ancient China, Japan. You know, I want to see it all.
Oh. So do you want to see the future also, or?
That's not, you know, this is a good question. I feel like we could learn so much from the past. I have no idea what the future holds. There are periods in history that I know I really want to see. I don't know, maybe in the future, Earth is completely fried out and there's no water left and we're living on Mars. Like, that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the future holds. I feel like the past has really cool stories that I want to experience.
Wow. There's this book that I think you would really love, The Fourth Coming or The Fourth Turning.
Okay.
And it's all about like previous civilizations and like how history repeats itself and like how it's cyclical, you know, like it's in a pattern. So actually you're so right when you say that we can learn from the past, because we can. Because actually history is bound to repeat itself. So
hopefully not in certain ways. Hopefully we learn and improve and we don't make the same mistakes.
Hopefully, yeah. Tony Robbins always says like, you know, good times create weak people and people create bad times, and bad times create strong people, and strong people create good times.
Yeah. Whoa, well, which time are we in now?
dude right now. So he's like, we're in the time where it's like,
Bad times?
Bad times.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
we're gonna get good. But
so we're going to become strong people.
yes,
Yeah.
we're gonna become strong people. Okay, so morning or night person?
Night.
Night.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. A book everyone should read.
Ooh. Sapiens.
Ooh, what made you say that?
It's just like it's such a good take on what it means to be human, how we got here, what we should aspire to become. I don't know. I felt like it was the most relevant book of our generation. Everyone should read it.
Oh, I love that.
And obviously another one should definitely be Harry Potter. That is my favorite book series.
I love that.
I'm so jealous of people who haven't read it. I can't believe there are people who haven't read it.
Dude, I haven't read it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've seen it. I
No,
haven't.
it's not the same thing.
Really?
You have to read it. I'm so jealous of you.
Really?
Because you get to read it for the first time. Now I'm like waiting like every 5 years to reread it so that I start forgetting details. It's funny. It's scary. It's thrilling. It's just beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that.
You should read it. I read the whole thing in a week. I didn't sleep or eat. I really just like started the first book and I could not stop. I literally didn't sleep. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Noor, that's amazing. I'm so happy to know all of this about you. You're such an amazing person,
Aw.
honestly.
Just a book nerd.
So most memorable moment in life so far?
Oh my gosh, that's so hard.
Yeah, I know.
What on earth? How would you answer that? Okay, we
Um,
both think. I want to hear your answer too. Okay,
Okay.
ready? Go. Thinking. Most memorable moment in life. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
So I was 11
yeah.
and we were living in South Africa and we were in Kruger National Park, which is, I think it's the biggest safari park in the world, if not one of.
Right.
And there was this moment where there was a herd of elephants in one section in like the grasslands, and then there were giraffes behind us.
Wow.
And it was just, I don't know, for me it was this really important moment in my life where I realized I'm obsessed with like the natural sciences and the natural world. I still am, even though I want to be an actor. That's why I studied biology in university.
Wow.
And it was just this beautiful moment where I felt very like acutely aware of my presence in the world as a human and like how connected I am to the planet and where my place is in it and how important it is to live in harmony with it. So it really informed my whole like career choices and educational choices in life.
Wow.
It was like the coolest trip of my life. Yeah.
Wow.
Because, I mean, there's so few places where wildlife roams freely. And you really are, it is kind of like time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're so used to living in human habitats. We've created these artificial habitats, cities, like
Yeah.
towns, whatever, human developments. And we're honestly stuck in them. And we
Yeah.
rarely get to travel and be in the natural world uninterrupted. So for me, that was it.
Wow. I love that. That is amazing.
What's yours?
So for me, I always thought that I'm gonna have to wait really long time to have like a shoot where like, everyone's there for me and it's like a full thing, so, but alhamdulillah, like I managed to do that like last year and it was really amazing.
Cool.
And yes, it was really cool. Like, it was like a dream come true. It was like the best day of my life.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, what was the
Yeah.
shoot?
No, it's not out yet.
Oh,
so you'll
okay,
see-
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, oh my
yeah,
gosh.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, yeah. So it's super exciting, It was like a dream come
So your
true.
dreams already come true. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
dream. It was like one of the.
Goals.
Okay, so what is one thing you cannot live without?
Music.
Yes, same. Yes, I love that. Like, do you always have your headphones?
Oh, it's a problem. Like,
Me
I'm
too.
always
me
listening
too.
to music. I'm obsessed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's even if like I leave the house and like if by mistake I leave my headphones or something, I'm like, oh god,
it's gonna be a bad day.
It's gonna be a bad time, So I'm like,
I feel you. Yeah, it's music for me.
Yeah. So mountains or beaches?
Beaches.
Beaches. Okay. Yeah, saltwater is so healing.
Yeah.
What is your advice to everyone watching who has dreams and who maybe may live abroad, but is thinking about moving back to Pakistan to follow them?
Oh, wow. Okay. First part of that question, advice to people.
Yeah.
And this, again, might sound cliche, but really, like, I just think people should take risks. And we often stick to a very safe path in life. And that's what I was doing. I didn't want to risk, like, I didn't know if I was going to make money doing this. I didn't know if it was going to work out. But I'd say, like, people who live with regret, that's scary to me. And knowing you tried everything you wanted to try is a very liberating and fun experience. And you asked me, like, what the buzzword for future was, and I said uncertain.
Yeah.
It's fun to not have everything planned out.
Yeah.
It's fun to try new things. And it's okay if you fail, And I think the fear of failing is what stops so many of us from pursuing our dreams.
Of course.
And so I'd say if you have a gut feeling about doing something, go and do it.
Yes.
Don't worry so much about whether or not it'll work out, because actually the process of trying is what's going to make you a cooler version of yourself.
Yeah.
So I'd say, like, take risks. Don't play it safe.
I love that. I love that. Yes,
really.
You're so right.
Yeah.
And honestly, your gut knows, and it's this inner voice, right?
Yeah.
And it's from the smallest thing to the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That you should take those risks.
For sure. Yeah. I think. Yeah. So I'd say take risks. Be bold.
That's an amazing.
And believe in yourself, because actually no one's going to believe in you until you do. And it's like you kind of have to. I really believe in the fake it till you make it, like, whole mantra.
For sure.
Yeah. And if you exude confidence, people start listening to you. People will buy it. People just want to be kind of sold something. Yeah.
So they can buy.
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly.
So I'd say just, like, be delusional, and you got to be a little crazy, and you got to, like, go run after what you really want.
Yeah.
Don't be scared. And then for people who are thinking of coming back to Pakistan, like, I wouldn't just say, like, just come back. You have to kind of be mentally prepared for a huge lifestyle adjustment.
Wow.
So make a very informed decision. I was very clear about what I was sacrificing to come back and what I was gaining. And to me, the pros outweighed the cons.
Yeah.
I felt like starting my career as an actor in Pakistan was the right choice. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity here. Like, there's a million girls like me trying to make it in Hollywood. Why shouldn't I come home and do it from, like, an industry that celebrates our identity? And that's something that the West is picking up on now. We're slowly getting more representation.
For sure.
But why wouldn't I start where I have a stronghold?
Yeah.
And there's nothing like being in your own country. And I actually haven't had the privilege of experiencing that for most of my life. I've always been a foreigner. And of course, there's so much you learn from being abroad and traveling.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take that away ever from my experience. But the warmth and the love that our people have, I find it unmatched.
Yes.
I think Pakistanis are so friendly, hospitable, welcoming. To each other, as like to tourists, foreigners, sure, but, like, there is a level of, like, love and care in our culture that I haven't seen anywhere else. So why would I deprive myself of that? So if you're thinking of coming back to Pakistan, like, please come, because the country needs you. We need our talent to come back.
Yes.
Stop giving it away.
Yes.
Invest it here and reap the dividends.
I love that. And those were all the same reasons even I moved back when I was deciding to come from New York to Pakistan. And it was the best decision I made in my life.
Yeah? When did you move back?
I moved back 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. It's been a minute.
I've been here for a while, but I love it. Like, I even moved to Dubai in the middle, and I came back.
Yeah, because your WhatsApp is like a Dubai number.
Yeah, I moved there. I fully, like, committed to it. I got a place even for myself and everything. But I just couldn't.
Yeah?
Like, I just love Pakistan.
When we met at the Tresemme shoot, you said that you love living in Karachi.
Yeah.
And you're very happy here.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you found that here.
I love the work here. Like, my work here, my team here, my people here. Like, I just love it. The only thing that is not here is my husband. which we need to, get him.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll figure him
We'll
out.
work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
No, actually, let him work on that. Let him find you.
Let him find me. Yeah,
let him do the work.
Yeah,
you just do you.
Yes, that's the 2025 fashion. That's the vibe. Okay, Noor, we're gonna celebrate you today. Happy
Oh my
birthday.
gosh.
Yes,
That's so sweet. Oh my god. I wish it was my real birthday today.
When is your actual birthday, by the way?
March 18th.
Oh
so you're
my
not
God.
far off.
Wait, are you a Taurus?
Girl, no, I'm a Pisces.
Pisces.
Yeah. I'm a water sign.
Ooh, okay. So that's exciting. We'll celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah, we'll do it again. Okay, but happy birthday
Aw.
to you.
Ta-da.
Oh
my
Ta-da.
God.
Yes, of
I
course.
should be on your show
And-
all the time.
Yes, please. And they're going to pack it and you can eat it later around.
Oh, so you're not going to have any with me?
No, man.
Okay, yeah.
Intermittent fasting. And,
Oh,
if I'm
okay.
going to be Miss Universe next, then I better, get my stuff
Yeah,
in.
no sugar for you.
In order.
What's this?
Okay, so this is a gift.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Let's see.
You know, like the Oprah show, she's like, you get a gift.
You get a gift. You get a gift.
Okay. Oh my god, cute! I got a framed pin. Oh my god, that's so sweet. Thank you so much.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's super, super cute.
Oh, sweet.
This is going on the wall.
Is
Is there more?
Yeah, there's like one more
God.
thing.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this a candle?
Yeah, this is. I smell it. Smell it.
Oh my god, it's like your brand. Oh my god, it smells so,
So
good. You know, I
good.
actually love scented candles as
That's
gifts.
why. Oh my
Thank
god!
you.
And honestly, you can only get this candle here.
Really?
Only guests get it.
Oh
like
my
I don't
gosh.
like these are not sold anywhere.
Guys,
These are like
VIP candles.
the VIP candles. If you want one, you have to come on the show.
You have to win a beauty pageant.
Yeah, and like you gotta, meet all these requirements to get one of these.
That'll be really cozy in the cold Islamabad winter.
Yeah.
Cozy candle season.
I'm so happy that you came on the show and that you came to Karachi and that you
Yeah.
thought of me, Noor. I was thinking of you that day only, and
Yeah, you were like, I was thinking of texting you, and then we had a telepathic moment.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Honestly, we did. I was like, I can't believe it. I was just thinking about Noor.
That's
And
so
guess
weird.
what happened yesterday? I didn't tell my friend because I didn't want to like jinx it or anything, but now it's over. So she was like, who you should have on your podcast? I swear to God, I'm like being totally honest.
Really?
Okay? Yesterday at like maybe 3-4 p.m.
Okay.
She's like, oh, Zehra, I just thought of something and I think you should have Noor Xamina on your podcast.
What? Who
And
was this?
I swear, my friend Sana Dawood, I don't know.
Oh,
she
I
knows-
worked with her
yeah.
for the Misha Lakhani shoot.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my god, like she doesn't know, but it's tomorrow. you know?
that's
Yeah.
so
Like
weird.
yesterday, she was like, you should have Noor on your show, and I wanted to be like, she's coming,
coming.
tomorrow. But I was like, oh, yeah, I should. I was like, you're right. That's a good idea.
Wow, on the down
Yeah,
low.
I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my
I
god,
was
that's
like,
so
yeah.
strange.
That's crazy.
It was
so
fate.
It was such an honor to have the Miss Universe Pakistan, Noor Xamina, on the show with us. We talked about such amazing things, and I know you guys loved it. So make sure to like, share, follow, subscribe, and all those things. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys. Mwah, mwah. How do you blow kiss? Because I always blow like mwah.
I just do a. Oh my god, I blow it.
You
gotta send it.
Wait, let's just
do
teach
it?
me how to do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So it's a. And then a. Yeah.
Oh, you send it.
You send it, girl.
Girl, you
gotta send it.
I
Double
don't-
tick. 2 ticks.
Double tick. Okay, like. Oh.
Actually, no, this is what
That's
all of
good.
us did at Miss Universe 24/7.
Oh.
Every picture was a blow. Yeah.
No way.
You're just blowing kisses.
Oh my god, so I always used to do like mwah, and then this other girl was like mwah, 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 and I was like, oh, that's cool. And I like yours the best now. Mwah.
Oh, yeah.
Blow
See,
it.
you got
You
that
send
end
it.
touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you send it out. Because I was like, what is this? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Like, it's cute, but like,
To each their own.
yeah, to each their own,
Yeah.
But I'm just so grateful that my kisses are evolving.
They're
know?
evolving.
And they're
Look,
evolving.
yeah.
Like, mwah.
Upgrade.
Okay, amazing. Noor, let's cut the show.
Let's cut. How do we do that?
Okay, so you just have to like tush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I do it?
If you want it. Yeah.
Okay. And that's a wrap.